Have you ever finished a walk, doing what you've always been told is the best exercise, yet felt your legs dragging behind you? That heaviness, that dull ache, as if your body's working overtime just to keep you upright? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And more importantly, it's not your fault. See, for decades, we've been told that walking alone is the ultimate key to staying healthy, mobile, and strong as we age. But there's a hidden truth that most doctors and trainers rarely mention. There's a deep muscle buried inside your lower leg that scientists now call your body's second heart. And when this muscle goes quiet, as it often does after the age of 60, something remarkable happens, or rather, stops happening. Your legs begin to feel heavier. Standing for long periods becomes tiring. You notice swelling around the ankles, fatigue when climbing stairs, and that loss of steady balance you once had without thinking. But here's the good news. This muscle, your body's internal power pump, isn't gone. It's just asleep. And today, we're going to wake it up together. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to reactivate this hidden muscle, your second heart, through 3 gentle, effective exercises you can do right at home. White heavy checkmark, no equipment. White heavy checkmark, no gym. White heavy checkmark, no pressure. Just slow, smart, science-backed movements that bring your body back to life from the ground up. And here's the exciting part. Each movement builds on the last, unlocking deeper strength and stability layer by layer. So, if you've ever thought it was too late to rebuild your legs, stay right here. By the end of this session, you'll feel grounded, energized, and more connected to your body than you have in years. Before we begin, let me know in the comments. What's your name and where are you watching from? We love hearing from our strong and senior family around the world. Globe showing Europe, Africa. Now, take a deep breath, sit tall, and let's get started. Foot exercise 1. Seated heel raise, waking the second heart. Why this simple move changes everything. Have you noticed how your legs sometimes swell by afternoon? Or how standing up from your chair can make you feel a little unsteady? This first movement might be your turning point, because hidden inside your lower legs is a small but mighty engine, the soleus muscle. Now, you might be thinking, the what? The soleus is a deep, powerful muscle that sits beneath your calf. It's not the big, showy one you see when you flex. It's quieter, but far more important, especially after 60. Scientists now call the soleus your second heart. That's because every time it contracts, it helps pump blood from your legs back up toward your heart, fighting gravity, reducing swelling, and improving circulation. After 60, this second heart tends to fall asleep. Why? Because walking alone barely activates it. So today, we're going to give it a wake-up call, gently, safely, and right from your chair. How to do it takes only 2 minutes. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, knees bent at 90 degrees. Place your palms on top of your thighs, or use 2 small water bottles for gentle pressure. Keep the balls of your feet pressed to the floor. Slowly lift your heels as high as you comfortably can. Feel the squeeze deep in your lower legs. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds at the top. Slowly lower your heels back down with control. Don't let them drop. Repeat 10 to 15 times, once or twice a day. What you'll feel and why it matters. At first, it might seem small, almost too simple, but this is where the magic begins. Each lift sends a signal to your brain. This muscle matters. Let's wake it up. As circulation improves, you may notice white heavy checkmark, lighter legs and reduced heaviness. White heavy checkmark, less ankle swelling. White heavy checkmark, better energy throughout the day. White heavy checkmark, a stronger connection to the ground when walking. This tiny motion reconnects your legs to your nervous system, the foundation of every movement you make. So don't underestimate it. Sometimes, the smallest exercises create the biggest change, especially when done with intention. You should be cautious. This is a gentle move, but check with your doctor if you have recent blood clots, DVT, severe varicose veins, sharp or unexplained calf pain, a quiet revolution in your chair. You just reawakened your body's internal foundation, your second heart. And now that it's awake, we can build upward. Let's rise and meet gravity with confidence. Person standing exercise 2, standing calf raise, from gravity to power. Why this move builds more than muscle. There's a quiet moment every person over 60 knows too well. That split second when you stand up and feel a little off balance. Maybe you sway. Maybe you reach for the table without realizing it. You tell yourself, that's just aging. But what if it isn't? What if that hesitation is your body's way of saying, I need my foundation back? This next exercise helps you rebuild that foundation from the ground up. No weights, no jumping, just strength meeting gravity, safely and effectively. How to do it. Stand facing a sturdy surface like a kitchen counter or the back of a chair. Place both hands lightly on the surface for support. Keep feet hip-width apart, toes facing forward. Shift your weight slightly toward the balls of your feet. Slowly lift your heels as high as you comfortably can. Pause for 2 seconds at the top. Feel that tension in your calves. Lower your heels slowly with full control. Repeat 10 to 15 times. Pro tip: do this once in the morning to wake your legs, and once in the evening to release swelling swelling, and refresh your circulation. Why it works? This movement engages both the soleus, your second heart, and the gastrocnemius, the outer calf muscle. It strengthens your lower leg system as a team. But even more important, it trains your balance sensors, tiny nerve receptors in your ankles and knees that tell your brain where your body is in space. This process, called proprioception, is how your body maintains balance without thinking. Every lift improves this internal communication, teaching your legs to stabilize automatically. Over time, you'll notice wide heavy checkmark, more confidence when standing up. Wide heavy checkmark, easier walking on uneven surfaces. Wide heavy checkmark, less swelling or fatigue. Wide heavy checkmark, and a quiet sense of strength you can trust. You should be careful. Skip or modify this move if you have recent foot or ankle surgery, feel dizzy when standing, have severe balance issues. If so, continue with the seated version from exercise 1 until you feel steadier, from fragile to grounded. This isn't about building muscle for looks. It's about teaching your body to trust itself again. Each rise says, I'm strong, I'm grounded, I'm in control, and that's a message your body remembers. Now that your stability system is awake, let's go one level deeper and unlock the real engine of lifelong balance. Exercise 3, bent knee calf raise, single leg. Unlock the deep engine, the hidden muscle that holds you up even when you don't notice. Balance isn't built in big movements. It's built in tiny moments, like when you shift weight to one foot to put on a sock, or step onto a curb, or stand on tiptoe to reach a shelf. Those micro movements decide whether you stay upright or start to wobble. And at the center of it all is your soleus, that deep, tireless muscle we've been reawakening. This final move will bring it fully online, retraining your body's balance intelligence. How to do it: slow, strong, intentional. Stand behind a sturdy chair or countertop for balance. Shift your weight onto your right leg, lifting your left foot slightly behind you. Slightly bend your right knee, just a small athletic bend. From here, lift your right heel as high as possible. Hold for 2 seconds. Feel that deep engagement near your ankle. Slowly lower back down. Repeat 8 to 12 times per leg. Keep your knees slightly bent throughout. This isolates the soleus and teaches endurance, not just strength. Why this move matters: when your knee is straight, you're training the outer calf. When it's bent, you isolate the soleus, your balance powerhouse. The soleus is made of slow twitch fibers, built for stability, endurance, and alignment. Training it helps you. Wide heavy checkmark, stay steady when walking or turning. Wide heavy checkmark, improve circulation. Wide heavy checkmark, reduce fatigue and swelling. Wide heavy checkmark, strengthen ankle and knee alignment. And perhaps most importantly, it teaches your nervous system to respond faster and more precisely. This is what I call smarter strength, because after 60, you don't need harder workouts, you need smarter movement. You should be careful. Avoid or modify this move if you have serious balance impairment, recently had Achilles or ankle surgery, feel sharp pain when bending the knee. When in doubt, perform it seated or with both feet on the ground. From wobble to wisdom, you've just done something most people never learn, even in gyms. You've activated the muscle that silently holds you upright every single day. This isn't just about your legs. It's about your independence, your mobility, and your confidence. Now, let's put it all together. Brain the 3 movements working as one. When done consistently, these exercises form a complete lower body renewal system. Keycap 1, seated heel raise, wakes the second heart and boosts circulation. Keycap 2, standing calf raise, teaches your body to use that power against gravity. Keycap 3, bent knee calf raise, strengthens deep balance control for real-life stability. Together, they improve blood flow, balance, coordination, and energy naturally. And all it takes is a few focused minutes each day. Person walking, a final word. You just reclaimed something powerful. You didn't just do 3 exercises. You reactivated a living engine inside you, a system that supports your posture, your heart, and your independence. This is not about fitness. It's about freedom. At this stage of life, it's easy to believe decline is inevitable. But what you've proven today is that strength never leaves. It just waits to be reawakened. So if you felt something shift, even just a spark, leave a comment below. Speech balloon, second heart activated. Let's build a community that celebrates movement, not age. Confidence, not limitation. Because your journey to strength didn't end at 60. In many ways, it's just beginning. Stay steady, stay strong, and remember, you're not losing power. You're learning how to use it differently.